Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through!
The calendar is set, the day is nigh, and I, for one, am excited. It's Fumble Through!
Fumble Through!
A podcast that knows the number of puns about a calendar are numbered because they are both weak and dated. This one's for Luke. This is another calendar pun. A podcast that knows that Peter Parker's calendar only has 11 months because he lost May.
Oh.
Jokes are just as bad as the franchise.
Oh, that's terrible. No. Well, I invite you to join in with us, friends out there in Listen Land, as we sit in the Fumble Factory, sipping on a drink, talking rubbish and playing some games to pass the time. It has come to my attention, though, that this month has heaps of great events, and I think I've forgotten most of them. Most notable of all is that we actually didn't take the time as a podcast on air to talk about May the 4th. I know we're posting things and all that stuff.
Guardians of the Galaxy Day.
But May the 4th.
When the Guardians got released.
Brett.
What a piece of...
Brett, Star Trek. It's a Star Trek.
It's when Guardians
Day.
got released on May the 4th.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you. I am Groot.
I am Star-Lord.
I am Groot.
Star-Lord
Yes. But I did some research because the internet is my friend. And in that research, I found the others of note this month, in the month of May. May the 3rd, Lumpy Rug Day. So that's a day to check your rugs to make sure they don't need freshening.
Is that a euphemism?
Should
we see a doctor if we've got a lumpy rug?
May the 5th is Space Day, which is after May the 4th. I think they're copying. May the 6th is one of my favourite days of the year, which is a free comic book day. But it's also one of Brett's favourite days of the year, No Diet Day. May the 9th is...
it's also Dark Side of the Force Day. May the 6th be with you.
May the 6th be with you. May 9th is Lost Sock Day. We don't celebrate that in my house because I have too many teenage boys.
And the elves get to go home.
Oh, Dobby likes it. Oh, don't touch that, Dobby. It's stuck to Dobby's hand. May 11th is Twilight Zone Day.
Oh, is it?
Yes. May 14th, Dance Like a Chicken Day. May the 16th is Sea Monkey Day.
Sea Monkey Day?
May the 17th. This is just the ones I've picked out. That
This is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, these are the ones I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. May the 17th, which is Pack Rat Day. Pack Rat Day.
But you carry a lot of stuff, Pack Rat.
Yep. And today, which is the 22nd, which is both Biomusical Instrument Day and World Goth Day. So for the rest of the day, I'm putting on some black lipstick, not going into the sun, and singing Cure songs to myself.
Robbie Smith.
I don't think that's a Cure song.
That's what South Park did when Robbie Smith had to fight as a giant robot. Yeah, anyway.
And my favourite day of this month, because there's a few more, but I'm going to miss them all. But May the 29th, Learn About Composting Day. So how are you guys celebrating these events?
Well, I'm going to flip my compost on the 29th. Churn and churn good.
Is there any day of the year that hasn't got something to attribute
Probably not.
to it?
There are multiple on each day. There are multiple. There was like leprechaun days in here in this
Harmony
month as
Day.
well. It's crazy.
No, that's March.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Anyway, speaking of someone that likes to speak a lot of compost,
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where you can ask us inane, dicey questions like this one from Joan Drysons.
what was that a real name?
No, it's his real name. I'm just pronouncing it differently each time because it's the same guy.
I know someone who's called Joanne Dryson. So seriously, I know someone who's called Joanne Dryson.
Oh, well, it's not them.
All right.
Where do you put your left foot when driving an automatic?
Where do I put my left foot? Up your ass. Where do I mean, Luke puts his shorter than the other one.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. It's going to be that kind of night.
Actually, can you reach the footrest in an automatic?
It's got a little wooden block.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do
I drive a manual, thank you very much.
How do you go with clutch starts? Easy on one leg.
How do you drive an automatic? Where does your left foot? What?
Well,
Where does your left foot go while you're driving? Because you
see, there's
predominantly
a foot-
use
so
your...
there's a
shelf.
There's
There
a
is a
footrest
shelf.
there,
Yeah.
which is perfect for playing the drums on.
I don't know. Have you ever driven with your leg like tucked under your other leg
I don't know.
or stuff like that? Or
I have
like-
driven cross-legged with no hands on the wheel
Yeah.
because of my car and its ability to drive by itself.
It doesn't, Brett. That's just you hitting people. That's how you're turning.
But it bounces the car into the right direction.
And coins come out.
Oh, dear.
I've seen someone, though, drive automatic using their left foot to do the brake.
Yeah, okay.
Which
That's
is weird.
interesting.
In the States, do they drive, is the left foot the accelerator?
No.
No, it's the same.
It's just
What?
the steering wheel's on the left
It's
end.
the same.
You dumb fuckers in the States. What the fuck are you doing?
Because
We love you.
Europe,
Thank you for your support.
Europe has the same thing.
Same thing as what?
They have some places of Europe have right side driving car, left side driving cars.
I wouldn't know. We're not part of Europe.
Europe who?
What is happening?
I don't know. What,
There's going to
maybe
be
we'll do
Go on,
that.
I need some.
where
I
do
need some.
where do I put my left foot? There are times because I have a bad back, and I used to drive to a job. I used to spend 3 hours a day in a car. So there are times when my left leg would go in
Two of
various
those out.
places just to twist my back because if I stayed in the same spot for too long, it used to seize up and I couldn't actually get out of the car.
3 hours in the car and 20 minutes on the curb. Total.
2 of the hours in the car was him just crying after work.
Yeah. Well,
Turning tricks, mate. That's what he's doing.
Jesus. It's a drive-through service.
And the coins come out.
Yeah, that was a coin slot.
Oh.
Ugh.
Where do you put your left foot?
Mine's
Vince?
on the shelf, the brace
On the-
shelf.
On the brace shaft. He's using it to jump puddles.
See, there are some cars that's where the high beam is too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a
I
yeah.
used to have a
Actually,
car like that.
one of our cars has the
So hang on. In your car, do you sit in the rear seat and you've taken the front seat out?
yeah.
Okay.
No, one of our cars,
It's like
our car,
Harry and the Hendersons.
the X Trail that we're in,
High tower
the
from Police Academy.
left of the foot brace is the handbrake.
Oh,
Is it?
nice.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I've
seen
had one
those.
of those cars.
Yeah. I had a car that was a manual. It was an older car, but it was a manual, and right next to the clutch was a little button that did your high beam.
So before we get on our proper dicey question, which is continuing our RPG generation,
Ooh.
Biz?
Yeah. So I've had enough of Justin's bullshit and the fact that he's not drinking. So, as he said, it was Star Wars Day a while ago, and while I was out, I found
fuck me.
3 different stouts. One called Dark Force. It's by Han Biggerit. It's from somewhere in Norway. And then 2.
It's at 8.5%.
It's 3.2 standard drinks. That's what I
Oh
went, fuck
my
off.
But we've got 2 of them. So these are Imperial Stouts, and on the front
Oh, they
are
look so amazing.
Yeah, they are Stormtroopers on the front. One's a hazelnut stout, one's a plain stout. And I'll read it to you. I'll read it because it's pretty cool. These are the Imperial Stouts by, what's the brewery here? White Lies Brewery, product of Australia, brewed in Sumner in Queensland.
Oh,
Yep. This thick, boozy Imperial Stout has all the hallmark characters of intense, complex, and rich dark malt with notes of roast chocolate and coffee. And the hazelnut one has the addition of hazelnut creates a new level of complexity that rounds out the
I haven't
palate.
got my glasses on,
Yeah.
but it appears to say that it's 3.2 units per can.
That's right. That's right. And then the Han Bigerift Dark Force is only 2 pants. Product of Norway, but I love that what they say, and they say it in Norwegian. Is that Dutch? What,
I don't know.
what's the language
It's
of Norway?
European.
Norwegian?
Is Lindsay, your people are from near there?
Yeah, but that is their language, is Norwegian.
Okay,
They don't
great.
speak Dutch.
Nordic.
I don't know.
Nordic.
That's why I'm asking. That's why the upward
is it
inflection.
a Norwegian wood?
A
I
long,
once
long,
had a girl.
a long, long time ago, before Imperial Stouts were cool, we brewed this beer, which tastes like the voice of James Earl Jones whispering in your ear.
Rapey.
Oh, dude.
Well, so I bought all 3 of them thinking we could have one each.
Have a sniff.
And then Justin misses out. But then I did see the alcohol content and I wondered if we just wanted to share one.
Yeah, you reckon?
No, I do not stand for this. Just because, look, I don't want to be the bummer of the party. I don't want to be the guy that drags everyone down. I'm more like, think of me like your pregnant friend who can drive you home.
Can you drive me home?
Yep.
And back here tomorrow to pick up his car.
Pick me up for work tomorrow?
Nope. That's your ex-pregnant friend who you call your wife.
So we'll roll for which one we drink and we'll share it, I think is what we do.
All right, sounds good.
I think you got it. Well, so is this going to be a 3-week process?
No, fuck it. Then they don't drink it. I'm going to drink the rest of them.
I reckon.
I'll get through them.
I'm actually scared
Are they
of
all?
what they're going to taste like because
I
What is
don't.
this one?
There's two pants, Justin. It's two pants.
Okay, this is 3 standard drinks. Even the
Is
one,
it?
like the other 2 are like monster-sized cans. Like they're huge cans. How many
Hey, I've been a long
milliliters
time.
are
I
they?
don't have monster-sized cans.
How many? They're 500 ml cans, so they're quite large.
Half a litre.
Whereas the which is 8%, so they're 3.2. The other one is how big's this can? This still is quite a large can. It is 14.8 fluid ounces. It's 0.44 litre. Norway, get your bloody shit together, man.
0.44 litre is 440 millilitres.
Okay.
I am actually nervous.
Yeah, but it's spelled Liter.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Litre.
So we can roll for them or we can just do the Imperial Stout plain straight up without the hazelnut, which is kind of what we want to try anyway, right?
Yeah, go on and let's do that then.
For the listeners who have just gotten into the car
Look, I can't
this
reach it.
morning, I am
Which one is
drinking a coffee, a Nescafe,
no,
some
it's
type
hazelnut.
of lovely brew. It's beautiful. It's waking me up. It's getting me going. Because sometimes I listen to this podcast in the morning and I think it's too early for beer when I'm listening to this on the drive to work.
It says keep cold.
Well,
Why'd you look at Luke when you said that?
while you're pouring that,
That looks like
Oh.
tar.
Oh my! It looks like toffee.
while you're
apple.
pouring that, can we have a quick game of which Star Wars character is made up?
Oh, yeah.
So
Is
I'm going to
made
give you
up or
3
made of?
made up. So I'm going to give you 3 names. One of them is made up. So we got Elan Sleaze Bagano,
Mm.
Paddock Drubber Takat Sapadi Record Nick Netika Kefek Nick Zenia Severi
So we're having some technical problems.
Lindsay's rebooting.
Lindsay dropped water on
And-
himself.
Thermal Scissor Punch.
Thermal scissor punch is not real.
I don't think that. Yeah, that would be my vote.
Brett, Star Wars
I think I'm drunk.
fan.
I think Thermal Scissor Punch is the fake.
Trick question, they're all real.
Are they?
Yes. Elan Sleaze Bagano, who's my favorite, is the guy that sells
Sorry.
sells
listeners,
death sticks.
Lindsay has been stitched with the majority of the can
Sorry,
here.
I don't know what a third of half a litre is.
That's all right.
So Lindsay's at, I think, 1.8 standard drinks. Luke's at 1 standard
Yeah,
drink.
Brett,
and I'm
yours
at
is
0.4
very-
standard
This
drink.
looks like an espresso martini.
Doesn't it just? Doesn't
All right,
it just?
It's very
describe it
dark.
for me and my friends.
I smell alcohol.
But yeah, Elan Sleaze Bagano is the guy that wants to sell death sticks.
Here, give me yours.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It's got more in it.
Um,
Oh, the death sticks. You
Yeah.
don't want a death stick.
Therm Scissor Punch is from Solo. He looks like a weird bug man. And the weird lots of syllables is a Drabatan Rebel.
Have you drunk any of your beer yet, Lindsay?
No, because
Because I can't feel my tongue.
All right, describe this for me and my friends
it
who are
tingles.
driving at the moment.
Is
The
there,
responsible
vanilla, is there a
people.
hint of vanilla in there?
Ooh. All right, what have you got there?
Or is it just wrecking my taste?
So start with the smell. What does it smell like?
Smells like the old carpet in a pub. Like you know that kind of really strong.
Lumpy carpet day.
Like a real stouty kind of smell.
No, I wouldn't say it smells stouty. Actually,
Okay.
I think the alcohol is overpowering that. It's very strong.
It
It
looks
says
like
so
a
on the can.
martini, like a
It is making my
espresso
eyes water.
martini.
It is making my eyes water.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, one
What
of
does it
these.
taste like?
It's full.
Surprisingly, it's not bitter like I was
No.
expecting it to be. I really was expecting quite a bite from it.
yeah, it's a lot more mellow than I was expecting. It's got a bit of It's going to sound weird, being that's coffee flavored, but it's almost a bit fruity. Like if you hold it in your mouth
Is
for a
it
bit.
coffee flavored?
stouts often have a big coffee undertone.
Isn't this one the
It's
coffee?
got a very bitter after.
I like it. It's reminding me of passively smoking.
I was going to say it's got
slow cancer from
like a
other
smoky
people.
I am
quality to it?
reminded of a ashtray.
Yes, yeah, it
Really?
really is.
Yeah.
Like that,
Wow.
but it's not unpleasant.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like what
Okay.
you would.
Like a flavour, like a bonfire.
Hang
You
on,
get that
I know-
smoky
Oh,
flavour.
yeah,
in it.
okay, like a bonfire.
You remember when
pipe.
they go back to Luke's house after the stormtroopers have come?
Aunt Veru, Uncle Owen.
There's nothing
It's
meaty
got a
about
taste
it
of
at all.
Aunt Veru in it.
Oh. Yeah, that's on the can. Got to put that on the can. Wow.
That's it's certainly very drinkable.
I enjoyed that
But I
you
think-
start. It's not. Doesn't taste like pineapple. It doesn't taste like sun cream.
I'm just going to talk to the can for a second because it's a beautiful
He's
artwork.
trying-
that's how drunk you are.
Oh God, it's called Wilson.
It's got a stormtrooper's helmet on it, but it's got a whole like Bane and a stormtrooper have interacted. I think Bane from Batman. It's got these kind of gas mask on that and blood seeping or coffee seeping out or something. It's really really cool.
I'm fine. My thing about it is when I first taste it, I feel like I'm about to have dark chocolate, but then I don't get any sweet aftertaste.
You know when you swirl it round and however long it takes to go down.
Yeah, so it's sticking to the.
It's like molasses.
It is, right? It is. When you poured it, that's what I thought of actually when I said it looked like
Molasses.
tar. Molasses, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's a nice drop. It's definitely drinkable.
You cannot see through it in the like. There's no opacity to it.
Opacity. Nice.
I might have made that up,
Okay.
but it's a good word.
It is. Take it. It's yours.
Anything?
Nothing. Not a
nothing
single
at all.
bit.
So just for you know, Lindsay's putting a light up to the drink, and there is nothing
blocking
coming
all the light
through.
out.
I'm looking forward to see how this comes out.
I think this is the dark side of the moon.
I'm getting a sense of what it's like to listen to all of us drink.
What is the
And not-
Imperial Stout? It's not the Rebel Stout.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah,
That's
fair
true.
enough. It's a lot on the dark
Yeah,
side.
see-
we need to get someone in that knows how to drink beer and tell us what
I
we're meant to be
get bitter.
tasting.
I get bitter.
You're getting bitter, right? And the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it.
Are you?
I'm getting that hint
That's
of
the alcohol.
yeah.
But that's you every time.
The older I get, the more bitter I get.
It's
too.
I'm definitely getting a sense of vanilla in there.
The longer I'm married, the more.
The longer you're married, what?
I was just setting it up, and everyone was thinking it. Love you.
Mum,
Hello, Joyce.
Don't worry, she hasn't listened in since we started
you
this
have
new
a
campaign.
letter, right?
You are right, Lindsay. We should and get quick sticks onto getting someone in to tell us what beers should
Holy
taste like and how they
shit.
taste.
Luke just finished his.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, you want another one?
No,
Yes.
I know. I want to be able to see. I would if I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
Chilies?
Luke
swear,
will be
every
asleep
time-
in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Luke's brought a bag of chilies to the table. Lindsay's chilies, I think.
Yeah. You finish your beer every time before we start playing. Is that because you think we're going to die if you're drinking while playing?
It's because I'm a man.
Because he's English.
Are you though?
Yeah, I don't like my beer warm. Surprisingly, for an
It
Englishman,
does say it on the can. Keep
so I get it
cold.
down as quick as that's just the pace I go. I always drink quick.
Okay, did everyone do their homework?
Yes.
Yes. So we had to come up with a
Oh, shit. My dog ate it.
boon kind of RPG.
I can't remember now though because I've been
Character-
drinking.
Who are you?
And why are you feeding me dog food?
So for our RP generation, we're coming up with a boon.
Yep.
A boon. Each one of a boon. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Please do. Please
Kick
do.
us off, Linz. Set the bar. Set the tone.
I don't like where this is going.
No, I know.
I do not like where tonight is going.
Like you said, it's
people.
either going to be I'm going to be asleep in 10 minutes or
Or
shenanigans are
or
going to ensue.
Justin's going to flip the table.
So this one is it's a boon. I think it's a boon, but it could also be a crutch.
just spit it out, Lindsay. Come on.
I think I'm going to. Well, okay. Do you want to go first then? If you're so impatient.
no. Come
Yeah,
on.
you
Stop
come on.
teasing. Get on with it.
I'm going to have you have a significant other, or maybe a child.
Did you just say you have a significant mother?
Yes, you have a significant other or a child, a reason to fight for. One may
Oh.
say they could be part of the party.
Okay.
They could not. But I like the idea of having
Like lone wolf and cub kind of thing.
yeah, I like to have a reason you're fighting rather than
And that's a boon.
I think so. But yeah, you know.
What's the boon part? Because I've got 3 children. What's the boon? Someone tell me what the fucking boon is.
I currently like my children. That's the boon.
Apparently, when I'm old and frail, they'll forget about me.
The boon is you've got lots of meat shields to place in front of you when the big bad's coming.
It's all about RP. It's not about an actual physical boon
Oh,
to
so
the
it's not a
game.
boon then.
It's all about the RP.
Okay.
It's crying again. Your kid's crying again. We're in a dungeon and your kid's fucking crying again.
They don't need to be with you. It's just there's a reason you're fighting, and that's your child or
Yeah,
significant.
I get it. I get it. You've got
What's that thing on the back of your shoulder? Oh, it's sick. Boon. Maybe the boon is that creatures are so disgusted by you. Like, you know, sometimes I hate to say this, ladies out there, and I'm apologizing early for this, but I've been home to a lady with some newborn children, and I have walked into the house and gone, oh my, because there is a sight there, and that people look at you and just see how disheveled you are, how tired you are.
Never experienced that.
The
me
fact
either.
that
I don't know what you're talking about, Justin.
and
My wife is a glowing circle of heaven whenever I see her.
look, it's still a glowing heavenly circle.
backtrack.
However, you can just tell that it has been a day.
A day.
Yeah, there is not a lot going on. It's a day that my wife once described to me. I was like, "How are you today?" And she's like, "I've had 3 biscuits from a packet. That's all I've had time for." And I was like, "Oh, okay.
3
Give
biscuit
me-
day.
Yeah, give me the child.
Oh, you got 3.
Yeah, you can now give me the other child."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's maybe that's it. That you look so people pity you because you look so
You
warm.
can role play it however you want. These
I
aren't.
think there's lots of options there.
Yeah, remember these are role playing cues, not physical game cues.
That's not a boon.
Could be a boon. You're playing for your grandmother who you love so much and her inheritance.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
That's
boons.
a boon.
Boons.
Boony.
See how I RP'd that really quickly?
Yeah, you did. Good.
Mm.
Luke?
So is it can be something with a dice roll, or can it be? It has to be just something. It's
Well, this is going into our thing that we will dice roll on.
no. I mean, like the boon.
It
It
can-
can
it can
manifest
impact.
as a dice roll in game.
No, it's not we're not making game mechanics. We're making RP mechanics to facilitate. Have you not understood the assignment of this?
No, I guess I
RP
haven't.
generation.
Yeah, I blame the teacher.
It's for. it's
I
for
was just about to say,
generating
there's about to be a lot of
RP.
student blame here.
We've all got. You don't read the rules anyway, so it doesn't matter.
When's
So
World
I was-
Teacher Day, Justin?
I was thinking something along the lines of the character on the table. The role is basically that you suffer from a lack of REM sleep. It manifests as hallucinations,
Do you have to stand in
but
the
your
place where you
subconscious
live?
is manifesting itself and gives you a heads up for various things. I was thinking more. I was thinking more along
So
the
like
lines
some
of it gives you essentially,
preternatural-
so it can give you like evasion or something like that.
Do you
So
think it's far
You're
enough
just
into
twitchy.
yeah. But like you're going into something and obviously you have a hallucination and it says like, hey, you need to duck back now, and you duck, and that was this,
that's
the
like
penitent
the
man will pass kind of thing.
Yeah,
the
nice.
ghosts of an occultist. That occultist class does that, where there's ghosts that give you kind of.
Well,
heads up
I
and
haven't
stuff.
copied that because I don't read rule books.
Okay,
so I
okay,
mean,
okay.
like I just come up with that.
Do you think
so.
they'd be able to see far enough into the future to go, it's the end of the world as I know it?
No,
Now face north.
So I'm
Well,
going to
it's six-
say, can see, for writing this down purposes, I'm going to say can see, 5 seconds into the future?
no, I was thinking more of like maybe get advantage on.
Yeah, but it's not mechanics. It's
yeah.
RP.
That's what I was
Yeah.
clarifying. Yeah, so I don't know. Sure,
I knew you were going to say that because I can see 5 seconds into the future.
good on you. I can't see 10 centimeters in front of me.
Justin?
See the fear in his voice. Then Justin,
You are.
save me.
You are covered in moss and mushrooms and fungus and lots of like you've been like the rolling stone gathers no moss. Well, you are not a rolling stone. You've been still for a long time. There's a lot of moss there, almost like a sloth hanging. You know how they get fungus on them. The boon is that because you are so connected to the world around you, you always know where you are on a map. You could always look at a map and be like, I'm this distance from those mountains, I'm this distance from the ocean, I'm this distant. Like, so you always can sort of pinpoint.
So you're
whereabouts
covered in
you are.
cordyceps, basically.
Yeah,
and you have a
you
connection
are
to the network.
connected to the
GPS.
world.
Nice.
Yeah.
GPS. Nice.
Yeah. I wonder if I've been watching too much Last of Us because that now that I'm thinking about it,
Oh,
sounds
right.
very Last of Us.
Is it?
We should do an RPG in that kind of world. That'd be great. Is there one?
What, an RPG in The Last of Us?
Yeah.
There's a video game.
No, there's a
apparently,
video game.
apparently the video game's coming out soon, and
Is
that's based on the TV show.
What? Oh, do I have to do one?
You do have to do one.
Oh. I don't know how Luke could misunderstand the assignment so deeply, but I did as well.
I mean, I've said it every time when you guys haven't been doing
I'm
mechanics.
not blaming
like,
you.
We're not doing
I'm
mechanics.
blaming myself for being at the table. I think the boon that I've got, and this will step away from the mechanics and just go, you have an ability to understand all of the flora and fauna around you, which makes foraging very, very easy.
Oh, that'd be good with our two characters, boons in the same party. It's
So like automatic
foraging.
survival success.
That's
in
my
terms of
idea.
foraging.
Well, if it was a dice roll,
Yeah.
then I would go, yes, you get a bonus on your survival ability.
Bonus.
Something. You know, not to eat those mushrooms, but to eat the potatoes are here,
Yeah,
the
fair
moss is, that you have a understanding of the wilderness around you and can, you know, what's good and what's not. I guess could manifest in your cooking ability, your ability to make meals that help people. I don't know.
So what's the herbalist teacher from Harry Potter? You know that.
Sprout.
Yes, yeah, Professor. You're like Professor Sprout. You can walk around and know.
Grow
yeah.
someone's arm back.
Oh, I see.
Professor Strout, the troll.
Well, no, that's more Adventure Time. You know, when Finn grows his arm back with a leaf.
What about you can only talk to grass, but it's extremely racist. It doesn't like talking to you because you're not grass.
Grass is extremely racist. It's the least chill of all plant life.
That would be so funny.
Because you're always
that really would be so funny.
It's all, you're always walking all over it, so it's extremely racist.
Like the
Short man syndrome.
apple trees in Wizard of Oz that keep throwing the apples at people and they try and pick the apples off them. Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, cool. That's our full 20. So maybe next session we can.
420, 10 tables.
Yep, we can make a character off these.
Oh, I don't want to.
Oh.
I'll just publish it then.
I don't want to. I'd be interested to see how some of these meld together
So
to create.
what would the idea be? You roll 1d20 and pick one of them or two of them?
I don't know. We could one or multiple.
Now that sounds like mechanics there. That's not what he's talking about.
Well, I
I
did.
feel-
we picked 20, so we could roll a d20. But would you want one, or would you want?
I reckon 2 would be good.
I'd like to roll advantage and roll twice and pick the best one.
I think you should make a table and you roll on the table to see how many you get.
You roll a d6,
Oh, my God.
and then that's how many.
And then you divide that by 4, but then you take the square root of that number and then you multiply that by 15.
The area of a triangle.
Imagine if you got
And then you
three,
take the hypotenuse.
and you got the guy covered in moss, the guy with the able to commune with moss,
Yeah.
and the guy with the sourdough starter.
and and they're racist.
And the racist. Yeah, racist sourdough. That's what makes it so sour.
I love the sourdough one. That was really good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks for that, Lindsay. That was great.
what do you want me to say? Follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram again?
I think
Oh,
you
no,
you
no,
want me
I was
to do
waiting
the
for your
story bit?
book. I'm waiting
All
for the
right.
story bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're not used to actually having to
No.
throw back to yourself.
And over to you in the studio, Lindsay.
Hi, it's Lindsay here.
This just in.
There's a storm.
3 giant ant cake burst out of the ground, spraying acid across the group. Nycrin takes to the sky, blasting one with fire. JR unleashes a powerful note, causing one's head to explode.
Ooh.
And Moradius dispatches the last one with the strength and ease that only a 5th edition barbarian can. The 3 stand there as their skin sizzles and their acid blood rains from the sky as their clothing frays. I can't remember. But that's what we did is we killed ant kegs.
That's right.
What was the closing phrase?
Clothing phrase, as in the acid is hitting
I
us.
thought
and
you
it
said
coats-
a closing phrase, and I was like, "Oh,
No.
we're going to get some type of saying here."
Just to be
I'll
clear,
back.
Justin hasn't had any of the beer.
During that, I watched Luke try and drink more out of his empty cup,
Yeah.
and I've never seen someone look more like an alcoholic bum in my life.
Can I just say, actually, it got quite warm. Don't
did.
drink this warm. It is not the same experience.
I think that's in internal heat, Luke. I think that's
You
the
reckon?
alcohol.
It is hot in here, right?
It is. It really is. Might need to go to the Fumble fridge and get a Coke or something.
A beer. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. No, joking. I'm not
Carry on, Justin. I'm getting a beer.
So, you find yourselves in a row of tents that have been destroyed. There are furrows, ruts in the ground. Ant kegs, as you know, burrow, but they also close their furrows behind them so nobody can follow them underground. You are also leading further into the loggers camp. Just to remind you about the loggers camp, from here you're actually amongst a ring of tents that has, I believe there's about 6 tents sort of in a semicircle. It's a smaller little ring of tents. There's a larger ring of tents just to the north of you, also in the same style of disarray as these tents, and you can see these ruts and furrows towards the water, because this is along the water path of the river. You can see logs that have been piled up, that have been rolled in here, that are on top of each other. There are carts and wagons that are splintered or have some wood on top of them. You can see the remains of a house, just the chimney part of a brick of a wooden house that's been knocked over, time gone past, so long ago, not from this time, but you can see like the remains of a brick chimney that would have been the only part of the house. And you can see 2 other houses in the distance in a similar kind of manner. There's a jetty going out to the water, but leading up to the jetty, you see one intact house. And from this side of this intact house, you can see a singular door moving into it.
I'm guessing the fact that you've moved the narrative here a little bit, Justin, is that the ant kegs had nothing on them of any interest that we could have found or taken. Or
Oh no, their bodies have disappeared because you
Okay.
spawned. You went away from the spawn area. No bags have remained.
Okay, yep.
Just
Oh, well, they
played a lot of
consumed
video
lots
games.
of gold. What in
Played a
there?
lot of video games. Sorry, too long, and it's despawned.
Okay, cool.
Does that mean we've had a long rest?
Well played. So. No, the ant kegs, traditionally ant kegs don't carry like as creatures. You know, I know old school D&D cut open their bellies. There's treasure inside. Not in this world.
Really? Could you do that in old school D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone okay? Anyone super injured? I'm pretty hurt. The acid. Spicy meatball.
I'd love to tell you how I'm feeling, but I've left my iPad upstairs.
Go and get your iPad.
Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
So how are we all feeling? We're in the loggers camp. What are people doing? What's the situation? I know JR's just asked if everyone's okay.
Do we? No, it's not even time for a short
I
rest.
was
is there?
just going to... Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we can go check out that house there because that one's still standing. And if that one's a safe place to rest, we can rest in there.
Definitely
short
we should
rest.
find some secure place to... Don John?
Yeah. No, he's not with us.
Oh, great.
He left a long time ago.
Oh,
Like 3 days, I think.
I'll check it out.
I
Gentlemen,
took a knock to the head, I think.
Nycrin will take to the air over to the house and have a little low altitude recce.
You fly over a wooden structure that has been developed like a barn of sorts. So you think this might have been an area might be an area where they store some of the office-y type things and some of the things to sharpen tools and where maybe someone in charge might want to sleep.
Okay, does it look sturdy enough to withstand a huff and a puff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can
If it was made of bricks, it would be better.
Okay, hang on. Is there like a chimney or like a?
There's no chimney.
No
in this
windows
building.
on it.
There are some windows, yes.
Is the roof kind of overhanging?
It's a peaked roof, a gable. If
Yeah.
you would.
So if I like land on the edge, can I kind of go upside down and look through the window?
yeah, you can look.
Cool.
through the
Let's do that.
window.
Let's have a look in.
Okay.
What
so
do I see?
So you kind of get down to an area where you can look into the window and you see.
Did we just spend 5 minutes asking if Luke can look through a window?
Yep. Yep.
Just setting the scene. Come on.
It's RP.
Oh, Pete.
Inside the room, you see a disheveled kind of office space. So, like a desk with papers that have been scattered all around. Like, imagine a workshop's office space. Like, it's got bits of tools, there's shovels, there's muddy boots all around the place. There's certainly parts of wooden saws that would be here,
No
and
individuals in
axes
there?
and axe carving. You can't see an individual, but you can see on the far side a door that leads to another room that doesn't have any external windows.
So is there a floor in there, or is it like
Yeah,
the
there's
dirt?
a
As in,
wooden
like,
floor.
Do I see any evidence of the?
No.
It all appears to be upside down. The floors on the roof.
The floor's like a reverse gable.
It's like you're in Doctor Strange or something.
That's right. So I let go of the gable and
Yep.
not realize that I'm actually very close to the floor and land on my head. Stand back up.
An
Let's
egg
open the
pops
door.
out.
Let's open the door. Yeah.
Yep, you go over to the door.
Can I open it?
The door is locked.
The door is locked. Is it a wooden door?
It is a iron banded wooden door.
Let's find a safe place to rest. Burns down the door.
Yeah. There is also just so you know, with the windows, they have iron bars on them.
I was
as
actually
well.
thinking of kicking it in. I wasn't going to.
Did it have to be iron banded because it's musical instrument day?
Yeah. His favorite band is Black Sabbath. An iron band.
Iron bars.
JR,
Yes.
can you do something about this door?
Certainly. I walk over there.
Just gotta go get Vincent Van Cow.
Okay. I walk up to the door and I'm like, hello, anyone in there? No one's home.
Correct.
Oh, did you try that?
No, I looked through the window and saw nobody there.
They could have been hiding.
Of course.
If a dragon attacked you and then some big great winged
Did
thing
the
landed
dragon-
on the
did-
roof,
Did we know the dragon
would you
attacked?
hide?
Do we know the dragon attacked?
Oh, house. Do you know why it's snowing in the middle of autumn? There's all frozen bits everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Everyone make a listen check for me.
A listen
A
check.
listen
Oh, I haven't
check.
got my dice.
So-
out.
The perceptoring of
A
listen.
perceptory. Oh,
Did you
so
want
a new
that
set
to
of
be-
dice, by the way? I
Ooh,
just rolled.
show me.
Just rolled a natural 20.
Did you want that to be
Oh,
passive
they're
perception,
beautiful.
Justin?
No, I want you to actually roll a
Even if
perception
Luke rolled a
check.
20?
Even if Luke rolled a 20. They're beautiful. Red with black speckles on them and white numbers. They are.
Silver numbers.
Are they silver?
Yeah, so they're Chessex speckled silver volcano.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful dice.
That's not what you had last week, Luke.
It's not. I've been changing every week. Actually, I've just not mentioned it, and I don't know. Haven't settled.
You
Never will.
I never will. No.
You need a blue plumed set.
or a clear set with blue feathers on the inside.
Something like that.
I got a 12.
A 12
JR.
15.
and a 15 and a natural 20,
Natty
which
20.
gives you a skill of...
Natty 20.
Okay.
20.
You hear like a murmuring, a very low kind of murmuring it sounds like coming from somewhere inside. It's just like a
I think there's mice.
Mice?
I
You
think
sure it's mice?
I'm hearing something that sounds like a squeak.
We're not dragons. We have to tell you if we're dragons.
Is it were-rats?
I don't know.
I don't want to run into those were-rats.
So
again.
this door's locked, right?
Yes, I was hoping you might be able to do something about it. It's a little bit beyond my means. Or is it?
I do not have anything that can...
Come on, Vincent. We're going in this room. Is it? We're going inside? What's going on?
I mean... No, I have no way of opening this door unless...
Which
you have
door?
a key?
This
door,
one?
yeah. Can you open the door?
Give it a crack.
Can you pick locks? That would
Literally.
that would be an amazing skill that I never knew you could.
Yeah, I've got 2 lockpicks, lefty and righty.
Oh,
You could
Give
pull
it
out
a go.
javelin.
I mean, I could give it a go, but I don't have any thieves' tools or anything. So
Why are we kicking in the toilet door?
this is a barn.
Oh, okay. I will try and push and or pull the door to make sure it's not locked.
it is locked.
Okay, and then I'll give it a kick to try and bust it open.
Okay, just make a strength check.
Strength. Yes, I most certainly do not have these tools.
16.
16. you hear Moradius bash into the door. The door kind of bangs a little bit, rattles, but you don't get through it. You do see like some dust and a couple of cracks, and you see the bands bend a little bit. You think you got close.
I wonder if the wall is less sturdy than the door.
Just whoever is, if anyone is in there and hiding because they think we're dragons or bad people, we are not. We are from Logan's Lodge, and we need somewhere to rest. So if someone's there, open this door, or we are going to break it down. Just wait a minute.
I didn't realize there was someone in there.
I don't know either. He said there's mice, and I don't know if they're like the rare rats you know, and they can actually hear us. Or anyway, do you want to go again?
Did you say there's mice in there?
He birds.
We don't need to go in there. Let's leave it alone.
Just try again.
No, I'm fine. And I refer you to my role-playing boons as we roll up characters where Moradius is scared of a certain creature, and it is rodents.
This is a thing.
Is it really?
It is.
Yeah, I remember this. I didn't even put this in, by the way.
Oh, well, I will give it a go then.
No, you don't.
Well,
I'll just take Vincent outside to make sure he's got some good grazing grass.
I thought you wanted to rest.
Yeah, we'll rest, yeah.
While they're doing this, Nycrin is going to cast Minor Illusion into the space behind the door, creating a very...
Through the window.
Yeah, very pungent odor.
Can it make an odor?
I was going to
Or in
say,
the room. So Minor Illusion, one of the things that it says here, hang on. No, sorry. Prestidigitation is what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, because if an odor is made with an illusion, isn't an illusion?
Yeah, so it says that you can create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor.
Okay. So create an odd odor
to fill
inside.
Fill the room.
What is the odor of? Describe the odor.
I'll
It's
tell you,
like,
Justin.
Imperial
it says
Stout.
this thick, boozy Imperial Stout.
Like a very obnoxious fart.
Okay. Why is it obnoxious? It just thinks it knows everything.
That's right. Yeah. Gets right up your nose.
It's very much on the nose.
Well done. All right. So a
Nothing,
scent.
nobody
inside.
gagging, nobody going, oh,
Nope.
well done, Jeff.
Okay, fine, Moradius. If you don't want to break down that door, where would you like to rest?
Just out here with Vincent. What? I can't hear you.
A short rest? Okay. Nycrin,
Yes.
Moradius, I think, is a bit... Can I make a perception check to tell if I know what caused him to be afraid? Do I know you're afraid of mice? Probably not.
I just gave the door a big almighty kick, and then I went, no. Just happened to have mentioned mice before I said no.
Can I see through the window a key or anything like that? It looks like it might unlock this door.
No. You do not have key. Door requires key.
Nycrin, I don't know what's up with Moradius, but let's go over there and just rest there, okay?
Okay, sure.
Are we resting now?
We're doing a short rest, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Just a short rest, catch our breath after that battle.
okay.
Is there definitely only one door on this
I just wanted to rest in the building.
One door.
We can't get in the building.
Yes.
There's no other doors.
You said that. And there's windows. Do you want to try a window?
Oh, it's barred.
Okay.
There's no other doors in here, right? Just there's not another door.
I'm going to take one,
You're going to run to the door?
just one
Do
kick
it.
at the door
Do
with
it.
my
Run at the door.
negative strength.
Do it. Can I assist?
Natural
You
20,
use as well.
which does take it to a 19.
Boom! You hear another almighty bang on the door. The house shakes a little bit, but the door remains very intact with a foot-sized print of J.R. Lockwood in the band.
So his foot's stuck in the door?
Stuck in it. It's in the left-hand
Wow,
side.
that is a
of
really
the-
solid door. I would really like to be in there if there's a dragon coming.
So you're going to go rest over in the tree line?
Yeah, let's just go
I'm gonna
rest over in
perch
the
up
tree
on top of
line.
the
Yeah.
building.
Mhm.
On the roof.
Stay close enough so I can hear when I play my ditty so that you get some bonus healing
Okay.
if you need healing.
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to
Are
take
you
a
sure you're
short...
talking to the right character?
Yeah,
gonna take a short rest.
To quote a great RPG player that
180
I've known
feet.
for a number of years, I'm all good.
All good.
I'm all good. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So I'm going to play Song of Rest as we take a short rest, which means you got a D6 as well as your hit dice.
Like a D6.
As well as your hit dice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Job here done. Go home.
Oh, I'm feeling
Get in
much
there.
better after that. How about you guys?
Still rolling.
Almost rolled max on both my dice.
Oh, well, I didn't, but I'm good.
I've been better.
I'm only a little bit injured, but it's, I can go on with only 3 hit points missing. That's fine. Plenty.
All right. What's the plan, Stan?
Well,
How long was that short rest?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It's an hour, Justin.
I think if we can't
And
get in
another
that,
50 on top of it.
if we can't get in that door, and nothing's come out in that hour,
Doesn't seem to be full of anything in there.
I'm just going to send a message to Logan before we head back because there's no one to deliver these goods to here, right? We've gone around. No one's here.
We're not quite.
Is there anything in the campsite?
We haven't really had a look around.
What's that?
Can I check?
Okay, well, let's go look around.
There are 2 campsites, both that look like they're collapsed.
We're going to do a bit of a patrol of the campsite
Mhm.
and have a look around.
I'm going to do a quick scout of the barn while you guys are doing that.
So remember, there are 2 campsites.
I'll take one.
So there's the northern one, and then there's the southern one where you had your fight.
I'll take the southern.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the barn.
Okay, very well. Make sure to mention to whatever the noises are in there that we are delivering goods to them, just in case there are people hiding.
You
So-
think there might be people in there?
I don't know.
Who's in the north camp?
Me.
Okay, so as you go into the north camp, you can see 6 tents were around a central campfire. Each of those tents once contained a bedroll and a mess kit, and you can see that there are different kinds of personal items like jackets or gloves or boots or that kind of stuff. But all of this has been sprayed everywhere. It's in a state of disarray. Some of it's partially dissolved. By now, what you know is acid spray. You can see some footprints. You can see strange marks in the sand. And if you can just make a intelligence check or an intelligence check for me.
20.
20. You can deduce that there were humanoids here and they were killed and dragged down into the sand by some type of burrowing creature.
Yuck.
Okay.
Walk without rhythm.
Dwelling individuals.
You should walk without rhythm.
It's how I dance.
Like no one's looking. The southern camp is very similar. I mean, you just had a fight here and you've seen that same type of pattern of things here. And you also have a chance to deduce something here if you want to take an intelligence check.
Yes, I did roll also a 19.
You deduce that there were humanoids here and they were probably killed and dragged into the sand by some type of burrowing creature.
Underground. I
Getting
think.
some deja vu here. Walk without rhythm.
So as they're walking away, I'll do a quick scout of the barn,
Yep.
looking for dodgy boards, weak workmanship,
Mhm.
and then I'll go up to Vincent Van Cow, who has a whole heap of logging materials on his back, and see if there's a saw or an axe or a something like that in the
There
logging
is
material.
definitely an axe around this place,
Oh,
Brett.
you
It
have a
is a
battle axe
logger's
anyway.
camp.
Uh-huh.
You can definitely find an
it,
axe.
and then I'm going to go at the wall with an axe to make a little hole and get into the barn.
Yep. How
There's
long are
Johnny.
you going to spend doing that?
Well, they're all off having a look at what's obviously destroyed campsites.
Yeah.
5
So you
minutes. Yeah, I'll
so you
take
just
as long as
do
it
it.
takes.
Takes you about a minute and a half.
Yep.
Before you chop a big enough hole, you get your hand through to open the door from the inside. You say something like, "Here's Johnny," and
Oh, yeah.
Duff man.
Don't play my character.
Yeah, so you managed to get you managed to open the door, but at the very same time that you do that, Brett, the cacophony, the things that fall inside, and you kind of open the door and are there. Make a perception check.
I
You
don't
see
want to.
what was 6 tents that were dragged down with people into the...
Humanoids.
have been assaulted by burrowing creatures.
12 on my perception check, Justin. My shitty perception check.
It's above average.
In the distance, the two of you, while poking through the campsites at this time, you look up just at the same time, just happenstance.
What's that?
And you look over to where Moradius is, who looks very chuffed with himself, axe in hand, and he is a hole in the wall. He's reached through, the door's open, and he's kind of waving you to come over when behind him, burrowing through the wooden planks of the door, you see an Ankheg, the same creatures that you have seen before. However, this one is bigger, meaner, angrier.
It's a mama.
And it is pissed. It is totally pissed. Initiative.
Did it have some of the Imperial Stout or?
No, not that kind of pissed.
All right. Initiatives.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that.
What was that? Oh dear.
Moradius, what did you get?
20.
Nice.
And Nycrin?
8.
And JR to the Look of the Wood.
20!
You've been rolling a lot of 20s tonight.
That was a
Mr.
17, but it's plus
Mr.
3.
JR Lockwood. That seems to be cheating. Just going to call it now.
My dice are hot.
Cheating. Who has the larger of the initiative bonuses between JR to the Lockwood and Nycrin?
Plus,
No, Moradius.
No.
Plus
I
3.
was woefully under.
+1.
No, JR Lockwood, you go first.
Moradius, look out! Behind you! And then I'll pull my scimitar and I'll start moving.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Moradius, it is your go.
Do it.
Moradius, alerted to the danger behind him,
Yep.
draws his great axe.
Yep, you have an axe in your hand.
No, he draws his great axe. Chucks the axe down, draws his...
Interesting you looked for an axe when you carried... Yeah, didn't you
When
pick
you
up like
play
8
back,
or 9
you will hear me
axes?
say, "Do you not have an axe?"
You don't use your battle axe.
You don't use a battle axe to
chop
cut
wood.
through wood.
It's totally different
This is
shape.
not a fight. This is a chopping axe, not a battling axe.
It's a carving axe, not a chopping axe.
It's all in the stroke.
Yep. Well done on the restraint there, fellas. I felt it. I felt it palpably in the room.
It was almost like we broke the fabric of time.
Rages, frenzy, attack, and reckless attack.
Okay, so you step up to the Ankheg.
Here comes that 9 damage.
Hot stepper.
The first attack is fuck you. I rolled a 3, but it's at advantage because of the frenzy attack.
Okay, perfect.
And then I rolled a 1.
Ooh, excellent. Well, the advantage is gone.
And then I get my second attack
Oh, yeah.
because of the other thing that I do.
Super.
Come on, Moradius.
Fuck me. It's 3 ones in a row.
Are you having the opposite
serious?
night to
That was
Lindsay?
3
You
ones
should
in a
be a
row.
halfling. You can
This is
re-roll
David's
ones.
dice.
Yeah.
Be a halfling. You can re-roll ones.
I'm not, and I did. Justin, I rolled 1 and 1.
And 1. You do not hit anything as you see this larger Ankheg. This is, as you are in its face, it's the first time you notice that it has sort of a reddish tinge to parts of it, almost like stripes that might denote some kind of leadership, like a pope's mantle, maybe.
Oh, or
at
a
the very
gremlin
top of
that
it,
has
or
stripes.
or a gremlin that has stripes. You can see acid dripping off of its mandibles. The mandibles that are very, very close to your body. However, we cut back to Nycrin at the southern.
Does my favourite battle
He's already
axe...
had his go. He called out and pulled his
Oh, okay.
scimitar.
All right.
Yeah, I can't move that far.
How far away are they?
They are pretty far away from you right now, over 100 feet.
How much over 100 feet?
Does my favourite battle axe fall to the ground when I fumble like that? Not
Haven't
in
you
this
got-
game.
Oh, and you got it. No. You got to.
140 feet away from you, and given that this is 5th edition, no. Pathfinder, fucked you up. But 5th edition, you're already fucked up because you're playing a barbarian. We've realised how fucking broken
true,
barbarians
'tis true.
are, and broken in a bad way, not in a good way.
Hey, did you double check on the rules on all that then?
What do you mean?
For barbarians? Because last time we recorded, you were talking about how you were going to check. to
Yeah,
see
no,
if
it's all legit.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
shit. There's a big thing on the forums about it. There is a cool optional rule I saw where it's like you roll a d10 over
Choose a
Constitution.
fighter.
Yeah,
That's an
basically.
optional rule.
Yeah, it's like roll against your constitution, and then every rage you add +3 to the score you have to beat and stuff like that. But it's literally a stupid thing with
But no,
berserk
at the end of this, my speed will be halved.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna make a move
Yes.
towards the
Ankeg,
Ankeg.
Moradius,
Yes.
house,
And I am
Tent,
for
axe,
a
forest.
Ox,
mountains,
cow.
river, trees,
6/10 with
dirt,
humanoids.
for
sky.
a 14 to hit. I'm gonna fire a where is it? Where's it gone all the way out there? Where's my level zeros?
So how far
Firebolt.
how far do you move?
So, well, it depends, I guess. Let's just do 25 feet.
okay, you move 25 feet,
Yeah.
putting you at 100. What's 440 minus 25? That's 100.
If it's under 120 feet, it's in range.
Yep.
Yep. So what did I say? It was a
14.
14 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine this, if you will. A door. Moradius standing in the door, who has just stepped through the mantle of the door, Ankeg behind him. That is your target
The door.
right there, because there is a wall of the house in between you as well. So you're so limited in your area of attack. The 14 is not going to be enough.
Okay,
It hits
cool.
the corner of the door.
Boring conversation.
Probably
anyway.
enough that it would have opened the door, but because you did 120 points of damage.
Have I got its attention now?
No,
Hey, Christmas tree.
no. And it's at that point that the Ankeg rears up, moves, and you hear as a jet of horrid acid flies straight up to Moradius's face. Moradius, can you please make a dexterity check?
11.
Are you throwing those dice out?
Yep.
Last week we had it. Yeah, last week we had a dice that flew across the room. This week we've got a set.
Two sets.
All of them are gone. There is a rage. Oh my god, he's ripped his shirt. He's going for the mini 10 mil dice of power.
Mini polyhedral dice set, stardust blue with silver numbers.
They're nice. They are exquisite.
Oh, and you look at these mini polyhedral dice that are beautiful, just as your face melts for 10 points of damage.
That wouldn't be diminished by my rage ability. 'cause
Hang on,
it's
you're a
not-
rock, aren't you? He's just basically taken 20 years off your age.
No, I polished up.
He's now like a pumice stone.
He's etched. Yeah. He's etched.
Oh, my feet are killing me.
All right. Bringing us to the top of the second round. J.R. Lockwood, 140 feet away.
Oh God, I move 50 feet
Okay.
forward. That's double move.
Okay, you move 50 feet. Moradius, what are you going to do?
He's going to do the frenzy, furious, fla.
The frenzy chop chop.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
There we go.
the little dice of
Yeah,
power.
those
You know
little
why
gorgeous-
they're good? Because no one can read them.
16 to hit.
16 is enough.
13 points of damage.
Oh, 13 points of damage. That is a sorcerer's style of damage.
And
Right
then
there.
the second hit
Yes.
is for 16.
That will also hit.
For, fuck you, motherfucker. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage, adding on to the total damage that it takes in that round or that choppy chop.
There's no way you can shut the door, right?
I just think I burned it
Yeah,
away. didn't
not
I?
since the
It's
lock was
gone.
now burnt off by
Yeah.
a wizard's or a sorcerer's jewel. No, you're inside the building. In order for you to swing, you had to have moved inside the building.
Okay.
Sorry, can I just go back to what you just said?
What?
Not since the lock has been broke off in a wizard's or sorcerer's duel.
He said burned off.
Burned off. And remember, that was me referring to Nycrin shooting and missing and hitting the door
Oh, right.
and burning the lock
It was a
off.
duel between Nycrin and the door.
Right.
Bit one-sided, that duel.
All of the ones we've done in this game have been one-sided.
It just very confused me because he punched a hole and opened the door.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you've drunk a 3.2 standard drink.
Yeah, it was me, not the joke.
Nycrin.
I'm going to fly 50 feet and then take another shot.
Okay.
This time with a to hit roll of 23.
That slices through a gap in the door under Moradius's arm and hits the creature.
It's almost like what's his name from the DC universe with the lasers that come in, can bend around corners and
Darkseid.
yeah. Just like that. That's what it's like for 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. It's almost like you're a barbarian, sir. 8 points of damage. You see again the red glow.
I'm seeing rage across the table right now.
Yeah. He's just staring you down right now.
Have you got shoes on?
Yeah.
Because I want you to walk across all of those dice on the way up.
Especially the D4s.
Hey, we've discovered Lego in our house. No problem, sir. No problem.
I don't think an 8 is going to hit you, is it, Moradius?
I don't believe it does.
Yes, that is not enough as the mandibles come out to bite you, and you know this bite comes with a grapple. Round number 3, J.R. Lockwood,
Oh,
50
thirsty.
foot,
I could
so
use a
that is
grapple.
90 feet away.
I move 50 feet forward.
Ooh, 40 feet away. Double move. Moradius, your go.
I'm coming, Moradius!
Just
Waving my sword in the air.
12
Moradius is-
seconds of
Radius is stone cold silent
Yep.
into his, silent choppy chop stance.
Yep.
Big overhead swing.
Overhead chopple.
With advantage on the first one for 14 to hit.
That is enough, sir.
Max damage at 16 points of damage.
Oh my lordy, 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 lordy.
As he brings his axe back up from the bottom, he's just gone over.
Just enough time to see the Ankeg's head roll from its body after your last chop cut cleanly through its body.
why?
It's one of
That was
those moments
considerably
where
easier than
you
the other
hear a
one.
sucking noise and then the Ankeg's head just goes, hits the floor. The body hits the floor and a bit of acid oozes out over to the floor.
He was already in the midst of his upswing because you never hold back and you put it all in. And he does another 8 points of damage. through it.
Oh, more acid squirts out, more deliciousness, coins pop
Just
out.
making sure the job is done and done.
And as the din of battle and rage aches from your ear, you hear the footsteps behind you, the fluttering of wings behind you as your companions come close. But you also hear very quietly, "Shut up."
Sorry, who hears that? He does.
Yeah, only Moradius hears
Moradius.
that.
Where
And you
do I
hear that
hear it?
from perhaps beyond a shut door that's in this room, leading to another room.
Mm. Quietly walk through the room to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I being quiet?
They sense noise, you idiots. You'll attract the beasts.
How many of them are there?
I don't know. They killed everyone. You're not a beast, are you? You have to tell me if you're a beast.
I am a beast.
Oh, God. Who are you?
Moradius the beast.
What are you doing here, Moradius the beast?
We're delivering goods.
Do you have people with you?
Yes.
Get them in here and get them safe. It is not safe for you and your companions outside.
I'm
There
coming,
are-
Moradius!
There are creatures with mandibles that spit acid against people.
Yes.
They've killed everyone. We cannot defeat them. A dragon passed here days ago as well.
We've killed 4 of them.
4 people?
Of the mandibled beasts.
You've killed them.
Is that all of them, do you think?
I don't know.
Can I stop whispering now?
They seem to be attracted by noise.
Oh, I can make some noise.
Can you open the door and let me in?
And you hear as multiple locks
Yep.
undo. And opening the door, you see a small, weedy kind of man that looks more bookish than he does a logger, I guess. And he kind of pushes a pair of spectacles back onto his nose. And he said, "Quick, get in here quickly and we'll lock the door.
I have 2 friends and an ox.
Get them in here. Not the ox, but your friends."
The ox has all of the goods that you requested from the lodge and the town. Barthen's provisions, I believe.
You were sent by Harbin?
We popped through Harbin's place on the way here.
No, we popped through Logan's place. Harbin was the guy that sent us, yes. Sorry.
I've taken a couple of blows to the head, and I'm still recovering from what apparently is quite a debilitating 2 rages this day.
Yes, just to stop the GM rage, just remember Harbin Wester is the man in charge of the town, and Falcon was the man whose house you went to.
So I was like, I didn't know Logan.
Yeah, Logan's Lodge.
Falcon's
Lodge. Who's Logan?
He's got the run.
All right, we'll just
Get them in here, quick. Quick, you best bring the supplies. We don't know how long we'll have to hole up.
And Moradius waves them all in, trying to be quiet.
And again, the 3 of you together finally, you see this man and he goes, quick, I think everybody else might be dead there. I hid in here while the calamity happens. All I could hear was screams and the yells of men for help.
Quite wise, quite wise. Fortified area, this.
Yes. So why don't you guys just leave now?
I can't. They've been attacking us. I locked myself in here and the screams have died and I've been too scared to make any noise since.
Okay. Well, we could rest. Again, if you are you injured? Do you want me to heal you?
Do you have water? I'm very thirsty.
Yes, it's all in the wagon.
Yes, I have some water. Have some water. Have some food.
Oh, thank you. And he attacks the food like a man who hasn't eaten, like a hobbit who hasn't eaten in 3 hours.
Calm down, you'll get a bellyache.
Like a Brett who hasn't eaten in an hour.
I could go those butcher mix I can see up there taunting
Yeah,
me.
me too. After those beers.
In a
After
voracious.
those 10 beers in one drink.
Yeah.
So he kind of starts eating and he's like, tell me, what news do you have of the world? We have not had contact with people for a while.
Look, there's a dragon.
Yes, we know.
What are you going to stay here and keep dealing with these
Oh,
monsters?
no, I'm not staying here. That's rubbish.
So why don't you just go find out the news from the world yourself?
Well, I would. Where are you headed?
We're delivering these goods to you. We're after Harbin's brother. Are you Harbin's brother?
Yes, my name's Tybor.
Oh, yes. So here's your goods. Thank you.
You're good. That we probably
Sign here.
don't need.
And here.
Perhaps,
Tybor,
Yes.
would you like to come back to town with us?
Yes, please.
Now,
Should we bring the ox and all the goods we can carry?
Yes.
do you know?
Yes. And he kind of, at this first time, it's the first time he kind of rummages in the back of an area. You see him open a small little safe box. And from it, he takes a couple of pieces of paper, some leaves of parchment out of it. And he kind of tucks them into his shirt and he says, all right, ready to go.
Do you know how to kill a dragon?
Well, there are many ways, I would assume. Chopping its head off should work.
Are you absolutely sure there are no other survivors? We've only just found you.
Have you had a look out there?
Yes.
Oh,
Multiple.
yes, you did.
Yes,
while
we
I was
did.
at, yeah.
Yep.
Then no.
Yep. Nobody's here.
I
I'm
have
guessing-
not heard screams since the dead of the night when I locked
Right,
myself in this
okay,
room.
well,
The last thing I heard was the beating on the door, and I told them to shut up, but
Who?
then I heard some screaming.
Who'd you tell to shut up?
Some of the loggers.
the dying people, I think, is what he's referring to.
Oh.
The dead people.
You hop up there, up on Vincent's back, on the ox's back, and as we're walking, Moradius is going to just talk to him, chat to him. You're not a proprietor by any chance, are you?
Of what? Of logs? We travel up and down the men didn't like me much. Apparently, I was not as manly as they were. It was a rough time. They played jokes and jibes on me, but I shall miss them.
Were there any tracks at all when we were looking around the camp that suggested that any of them got away, or did they all get eaten?
You can't see any evidence of anyone around, at least in the
Except for the
nearby
evidence
area.
of them being pulled underground.
Humanoids pulled on. You're not really sure. Like if they did survive, they've run off, and it would take. You would have to do a search. No one's certainly come back.
Tybor, what will happen to the camp now?
It will most likely fall to ruins, or perhaps if I can find more people. That dragon is a worry, though. That's probably given me more scare than anything else.
How long ago did the dragon come?
3 days.
What did it do?
It was across the river. It squirted. We all ran, squirted some icy death. It grabbed some game that we saw there. There was a boar-like creature that was over the river. And we were attempting to hunt it. We were going to cross the river to get, because we haven't eaten a good score of meat for a while. Haven't seen much game at all. But it took it and flew off. I hope it gets worms, the filthy thing.
So we can lure it wherever we need it to go with meat. Big game. Like our Rock's friend here. But we won't use him.
Vincent.
Yes. I don't like giving meat names.
Okay.
Just in case.
I was waiting for you to
enough.
look at me and say something gamey like pigeon.
Now, do you think us just walking out here on Vincent is going to cause enough noise to lure more of these things? Or was it the soaring and everything that caused?
You can see he is trembling. And he's twitchy, he's looking around, he's looking into the forest, you hear a noise, he jumps. He is, wait, please protect me. If something does jump out, you will protect me, won't you? You did say you killed multiples
We
of those
definitely
creatures.
will try.
I did see the body.
We definitely will try.
Here, drink this. It will settle your nerves.
Okay. What is it?
Water.
I'm gonna pick up the sending stone that I've given one to Logan. Falcons. I'm gonna Falcon, everyone in the locker camp is dead except Tybor. There's been NKEGs here. We've killed 4. We're gonna bring back Tybor and the goods. We'll see you soon. Kisses. J.R. Lockwood and the Stonebird. You can reply if you want to.
I guess not.
Stony silence.
Stony. Nice. I like it.
Yep.
Moradius is just going to keep talking to Tybor as we go, just trying to calm him down with some normalcy. So how many logs would you be able to farm in one day? What's the process of the logging?
You see, what happens is, you've piqued a bit of a moment with him. So I've ordered people. We have an orderly system that goes. The men chop the logs down. Then we have another team that strips them of their twigs and their branches. Then they get pushed into the river.
Yes.
How much wood can the woodchuckers chuck in the river when the woodchuckers need to chuck the wood?
Interesting. And how would you record them in your ledger? And we go on, and Moradius will keep asking inane things that he doesn't want to know the answers to, just so this guy can talk about things he's comfortable with.
While slowly moving out of the...
While slowly chopping him in half. Yep. And we're on walking all the goods back the way we came, all the way back to Logan Falcon's lodge.
You get to Falcon's Lodge in the normal, usual time. By that point...
In the time that I don't want to look up.
In the time that it takes to get to Falcon's Lodge. No, Falcon's Lodge, as you approach Falcon's Lodge, Tybor has obviously become a little more accustomed to the company that you are. He's offering you some of the goods that are in there. He's like rummaged through and found some biscuits and some different things. I mean, the dry goods, not so much. And he kind of says, Falcon's Lodge. We should get a nice night here. Falcon's an amiable fellow. You didn't...
Oh, you call him Falcon, do you? Oh.
You did bring any wine, perhaps? He loves wine.
We brought wine through on the way to pick up, like we came through this way.
Mm-hmm.
We dropped him some wine there. Very hospitable man. Very comfortable in his house and very well fortified should we be attacked.
Yeah, and you see the form of the old gatekeeper from Falcon's Lodge standing at the gate, greeting you. Corwin is his name, if you've forgotten.
I'm sure we have.
Hello, Corwin.
Yes, you're back, are you? What's happened at the... Harbin.
Yes.
Where are the rest of them?
Yep, they're all dead.
This is it. This is it.
Corwin, if Pel can come and unhitch the ox, and we'll might as well tell the story once around the table.
Yeah,
when we're
Pel
eating.
comes and starts getting it. You know, you see for a moment, that Tybor and Corwin have a bit of a conversation. You think, you might as well keep all of the dry goods. I mean, there's no use to us in here. The loggers are all gone, I fear. perhaps Haben would like you to have all of this as well. He is a good leader.
Is he a dragon?
What?
Your brother?
What?
Well, we've never seen him. He never comes out.
What do you mean comes out?
Never mind.
Is your friend okay?
Your brother stays in his house and doesn't come out to talk to us.
Oh, he's very skittish. He's not brave like me.
Oh, I see. That says more than I think you wish to divulge.
Yes. Look, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he should have hired someone to have taken care of that dragon by now, or at least start the preparations for it.
Yes, that's us.
I think the preparations are underway.
Sorry, that's you?
Yes, that's us.
You are mighty. You did save me, so thank you. Is Falcon joining you?
I've asked, and he has so far declined.
He is, and he kind of looks at you guys, and he looks at Falcon, and just so you understand the difference here, Falcon, Batman, you three, the Scooby Squad.
Yes,
but
Falcon,
he's a massive,
Batman,
massive
you,
fan
the
of
Scooby
JR,
Squad.
right?
yeah,
He is a massive
and
fan.
I am immortal.
Immortal. Yes. All right. And Falcon comes. Welcome back to the lodge.
Did you remember these voices?
Yes. Unfortunately, they're all dead. All the loggers dead.
They are dead.
Yes, they were. Some were melted, some were eaten, some were taken underground. And kegs, you see.
Dybor, are you?
He's
fine?
alive.
Who? You must give us an account. Who are dead?
All of them. Just anyone that you knew that isn't Tybor, dead.
That we know.
Yes.
They were not there.
And 4
No tracks.
Ankegs. We killed 4 Ankegs.
And you see Falcon sort of put his hand on Tybor's shoulder. Tybor kind of, his shoulders droop a little. Falcon leads him into the lodge area, sits him down. You can see him walk over to the bar and pour a fairly strong brandy and put it in front of Tybor. Drink this. You have been through much, my friend.
But there's plenty of Ankeg plate there if you want to go harvest it. I know that's dangerous, but, it's something that might be useful.
He kind of walks past you, Moradius, and he says to you, your friend needs to know when to not talk. And he kind of moves through, and he kind of, he starts making some preparations, and you can see that there's a bit of a solemnness, and he starts giving Tybor a sheet, and he says, perhaps you could write the logger's name so we can remember them. And, Tybor starts to write the names of the workers down. And Falcon, you can see, starts to look at them, and he kind of nods as they get there. And a list of 12 loggers is written by Tybor at this point. And you can see Tybor starts crying at one point as he starts to remember. And there's moments where he says, around the campfire, he was kind to me. Maybe the only one that was kind.
Oh, Bill Peter, that's a funny name. 2 first names.
He only kicked me in the balls once. And so, they get there. Falcon quite a few times pointedly, as JR doesn't seem to grasp the sensitivity of the moment, would stop and look at him. And while it's not an
Admonishment?
Say that again so I can get to it. Admonishment. While it's not an admonishment, that still doesn't feel right to me. But while he's not trying to say you're a naughty boy, he certainly doesn't approve the way that you're not having a bit of reverence. He takes the piece of paper eventually out into the courtyard, and he takes a piece of wood, and you can see him start carving the names into a piece of wood. Yeah. Admonishment.
A firm warning or a reprimand.
Yeah. As you looked at me, I was like, admonishment? And something still doesn't sound right.
It's an odd word.
Yeah. And it takes him a bit of time. He says, Tybor, would you accompany me outside? We shall send your workers to the sky.
For those who are asking why this little campaign is taking so long, this is part of it.
It's called role-playing, Lindsay.
It's his craft.
After the meal that we would have shared.
Mhm.
Moradius has gone to bed.
Mm-hmm.
He is tired.
Tired as fuck.
Tired as rage.
And you know, so they do a bit of a ceremony. If you want to be part of that ceremony, it's more of like the piece of wood is burnt with these names on it. And as the names go into the sky, the smoke that's there, you can see Falcon starts to sort of give a bit of a
I'll play along.
And you know, for the first time, he kind of looks at you and says, "Perhaps a minor key is more appropriate."
Michael loves a bit of Enya.
I can pick out the notes perfectly. I know what note he wants.
So, and you know, and he kind of sings a very somber and solemn tune as the men are sent off into the sky, and he says, "Perhaps it is time for us to reflect on all the things that we have not lost. Good night, and farewell, and sleep tight.
And don't let the
And
bed
your
bugs
things are
bite.
in your room. I will see you in the morning."
Bye.
I'm glad Moradius had gone to bed.
Yeah. And with that, I bet our listeners adieu. Please go fantasize about something amazing. Spread a joy, spread a moment, be awesome, think of something fun, and maybe role play a little in the bedroom.
I'm glad that didn't come with the spread part.
Spread the love of role play in the bedroom.
This episode brought to you by 3.2 Standard Drinks.
And a really fucking hot day.